Hey guys, what's up? It's Segnerd Customs and Reviews coming back to you with a new vlog video with no editing as per usual. Um, I'm back from the dead as it has been a really long time since I have posted any sort of video, and I didn't want to go all of July without posting anything. So here I am posting another vlog for updates on all the latest showcases and all the latest figures that I finished, and all the new sets that are coming out soon. So as I have just recorded, I've recorded this video for like I don't even know how long. It's been a while, but anyway, um, trying to record this for like the fourth time now. Um, I'm just gonna try to get through things as fast as possible, just that way I don't get interrupted like a seventh time now. So anyway, um, new things that have happened. I finished many figures. As I finished the Scarlet Witch version 2 from WandaVision, as here she is finished, complete, and done, ready for the WandaVision version 2 showcase, as well as White Vision, who is also here looking very robotic and a little strange in the face. So he looks cool, he's done. Um, as well as the Falcon and the Winter Soldier version 2 showcase. Most of those figures are done. I just need to do what's his name, U.S. Agent. I need to do his black suit for his comic accurate MCU suit. But Bucky is done. There he is. He's got a alternate facial expression, but I'm pretty sure it's been scratched by the hairpiece. Yes, it has. So yeah, there's that, as well as Battlestar. I finished Battlestar. I started and finished Battlestar. He looks pretty cool. His detail is a little simplistic though, seeing as how the reference that I had wasn't very good. As the detail on his suit actually isn't very, like, you can't really see all the detail, and I just wanted to paint as much of the detail as I could. But I did finish Captain Falcon and all his stuff, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, but yeah, I have finished him, and he looks pretty cool, and I'm really excited to see the showcase and show you guys all the features that I built into that figure, as I worked really hard on it, and I'm really excited to see how you guys react to it, and how much effort I put into making that figure, as well as the new Loki series. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, so before I spoil anything at all, in any case, I suggest you start skipping now to the point where I stop talking about Loki spoilers, as well as I'm going to talk about Black Widow. So you haven't seen Loki or Black Widow, I suggest you stop watching right now and come back later. But if you have seen one or both, don't skip. So yeah, there's that. So basically, Loki, it had a great storyline. I thought it would be a little bit more DC's Legends of Tomorrow esque sort of thing, and but the storyline was cool. The characters were cool. Of course, my favorite part was the reveal of He Who Remains being Kang the Conqueror, and that was really cool to see, and how Marvel is really lying about King the Conqueror being in the Loki series, so they could be lying about Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire not being in No Way Home. I'm not trying to inspire any sort of riot with that. But yeah, there's that. And if you're hearing any sort of raspiness in my voice, it's because I've recorded this way too many times, and I gotten interrupted way too many times, and now my throat is starting to hurt, and it's terrible, and it hurts a lot. So I'm trying to talk slowly, trying to talk a little less, trying to get through everything as soon as possible. But anyway, with the Loki series, it looked really cool. I thought it would be a little more DC's Legends of Tomorrow esque and a little more ridiculous, but it wasn't. And but it was still a lot of fun with what was revealed in there, and everything that happened. It was really cool. It definitely did not disappoint me. At least I know it disappointed a great many people with certain episodes. with them mostly having to travel to the future for some reason. I see that the Avengers and all of the MCU is trying to go more towards the future instead of the past, and the only part that really took place in the past was really just Pompeii, which only showed up for like 30 seconds, if that. But it was cool though to see some future things that existed, and then the only problem with them always going to the future was you didn't get the full story of what was going on there. Like you just knew, like with the Rock's cart time period, it was just everybody dies basically. It was just basically telling you they're all going to die, and that is why we are here, and that is why this Loki variant is hiding here. That is why. So, um, uh, yeah. So basically, being in the future, you didn't get the full story. We just knew that they were gonna die. The new Loki variant. The introduction of that. It ended up being some sort of love story, which I guess kind of seems like it's a little too basic now, where it's just like everyone's just getting a love interest at this point, with Jane Foster becoming Thor and Thor Love and Thunder, and MJ appearing in Spider-Man. And I know that's the actual storyline, but in this case it didn't necessarily have to be. But I just guess that I think that people kind of wanted it anyway. I mean, I guess you could say I wanted it. It's not something that I wanted or didn't want. I didn't really care. I just wanted to see this Loki series and how it plays out, how it contributes to the overall MCU and going forward with everything, as well as the new introduction of Kang the Conqueror being He Who Remains, as I have recently fixed. Well, I guess I shouldn't say fixed, but I did make a King the Conqueror figure sometime last year, and he was based on the his overall appearance in the comics. Like it was based on the version of him that appears in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. It was based off of that, so his blue face with his helmet. But with the Loki series, it was different, as it was He Who Remains, not necessarily Kang in full form, but by the end of the Loki series, it was Kang the Conqueror who had overtaken the TVA or had created it in that timeline. I guess, I don't know, but I did take my Kang the Conqueror custom figure, and I gave him I think his name is Jonathan Majors. I gave him that guy's head, as this head came from the Daily Bugle set that came out around, I think it was June. That I did buy. I did buy the Daily Bugle set. It is here on my desk. You are right next to it in front of me, but I will show you that in a little bit. But Jonathan Majors played like a really great character, and the way that he played the character, it was really good. It was a really great performance, as well as Sophia DiMartino, her character. She did an overall really great job, as well as Tom Hiddleston as Loki, Owen Wilson as Mobius. These great actors did a really good job on this, as well as the screenwriters and the producers, the directors. They did a really good job on all of this. I know, and I still understand that there are some people who didn't like certain episodes, but by the end, I think everybody was satisfied with the new big bad, the new Thanos as Kang the Conqueror. And me personally, I really do love Kang the Conqueror, and he was a really, really good supervillain that I am excited to see going forward in the MCU, with all of that. So yeah, I'm just really excited to see how it all turns out. And what else? Yeah, I'm also looking for a Kang the Conqueror comic book that includes him facing off with the Avengers in Chronopolis. So if you guys know what the comic book name or what the storyline name is, please let me know down in the comments, because I've been searching forever trying to find that comic book of Kang the Conqueror and the Avengers and Chronopolis all in the same comic book. So please let me know what comic book I can find that in, or which storyline I can find that in. So please let me know down in the comments below. But anyway, with Black Widow, it was a good movie. All the actors, you know, they were great. You know, they did a really good job. The screenwriters, directors, all really, really great. The only downside that I find in the Black Widow movie overall was the Taskmaster reveal, as I thought it could have been someone a little bit more important to everything that was going on in the MCU, as I really wish it had been, you know, like, you know, an actual MCU Tony Masters, as it was, the face reveal was important to the movie, to the Black Widow movie and its story, but it wasn't important really to the overall MCU. Yeah, so I understand that it's important to the Black Widow storyline in the past, but it's not important to the storyline going forward. And if it is, you can just call me wrong. I don't necessarily care about being wrong. I just care about, you know, accuracy and you know, the way that the story is being told, and if it's being told the right way. And, you know, just, you know, just overall relevance of the story going forward, as now with it is going to go forward with the Hawkeye series. I believe it is a series. For some reason, I think I saw some posts on Instagram saying that it was a Hawkeye movie. If it is a movie, call me wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is a series, and I do not have a list of figures to make for that, but I might make Yelena Belova part of those figures, as I didn't make one for Black Widow, so there's that. But you know, I didn't think about Hawkeye. It never even occurred in my brain that I would have to make Hawkeye figures for some reason. But yeah, I'm going to make Hawkeye figures. I just need to figure out when it's, you know, releasing and when I have to add those figures out by. It could be late, because of what's happening now. But, you know, just the fact that, you know, Hawkeye seems to be progressing a little bit more interestingly going forward, as with Yelena Belova appearing on it, with you know, the whole Thunderbolt storyline with what's her name, Valentina De Fontaine, I think that's her name, I don't really know. But with you know, now John Walker, U.S. agent, and Yelena Belova now recruited on her team, that definitely brings some interesting relevance to the Hawkeye series. So I'm getting excited for that now, as well. But other things that I need to mention, such as, what else? I don't know. I don't really know. The new, well, I'm going to talk about What If real quick. What If? I saw the trailer. Looks cool. I'm not sure if I mentioned about the What If trailer at all in any of my videos. I don't think I have, and I apologize for that. And it all looks really cool. I can't wait to see what Marvel does with it. And I'm not really sure what the overall importance of What If is to all of it, if it has to do with you know, the whole MCU splitting out into a multiverse, so maybe relevance to Doctor Strange of the Multiverse of Madness, Spider-Man No Way Home possibly. Oh, there's one other thing. I could have sworn there was one other thing that deals with the MCU's multiverse, but I guess I can't remember at this moment. But yeah, so it's gonna deal in that relevance. So yeah, so I think that's about it with you know, Black Widow and Loki. But you know, the What If trailer, the series is looking pretty good. I'm gonna watch it no matter what. So even if it doesn't have any sort of relevance, I'm still gonna watch it, as it still looks really interesting. And the new sets that came out for it looks really cool. I think I mentioned the the Sakaar and Tony Stark Hulkbuster. But I don't think I mentioned like the whole Steve Rogers and his like Iron Mech thing. I don't think I mentioned that, but the set looks really cool. It's just the only nitpick I have to do with that set is simply just the Cosmic Cube. As it is, it looks like it's a new molded piece that Lego has made, and just the fact that it looks humongous and it looks like a 2x2 thick Lego piece, it just bothers me a little bit. And that's the only thing that bothers me about that set right now, other than the fact that the helmet for the Iron Mech for Steve Rogers is similar to that of the head from the Molten Man set from Spider-Man Far From Home, which is gonna bother me because I really do not like that head. I don't like the face mask, and it's gonna appear again with the Ironmonger and that set review, which I do intend on getting, because Iron Man 1 was like one of my favorite movies that actually got me into superheroes in the MCU and all of that, so that was great. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about Spider-Man No Way Home, and those sets. Those look phenomenal. As the new updated Mysterio, new updated Spider-Man, new updated Vulture with the new Spider-Man figure as well, with the black and the gold, reminding me of the bone suit from the Iron Man's Armory. No, the Avengers Endgame, the Hall of Armor set that came in that wave of sets, which I'm pretty sure I reviewed not too long ago. So yeah. There was another set that did come out though, other than just the Mysterio. Oh, the new Sanctum Sanctorum set with Spider-Man No Way Home. And it's not really more of a Sanctum Sanctorum, it's more of just like a room of the Sanctum Sanctorum. And the new Cloak of Levitation looks really good with the Doctor Strange minifigure. The Wong figure, I feel like I could have done without the yellow jacket that he has on the figure, but I don't really care. It's a Wong figure. It looks cool. I'm excited to have him as a figure, as well as I think there's MJ figure in there that looks a little more accurate with the hairstyle anyway, so that's cool. Yeah, and then the new Iron Spider figure, which looks like it's having black where there used to be blue, so that's really cool. But yeah, that's as much as I can say about Spider-Man No Way Home, as there's not much else to say because there's still no trailer, which I think LEGO is really testing our patience with that. But the new LEGO CMF series for Marvel with the WandaVision figures, the Loki figures, the Falcon and Winter Soldier figures, the What If figures, those all look really cool. I can't wait to get them. This is the only CMF series where I've actually wanted to get all of those figures. So yeah, that's about as much as I'm going to mention about that, because I'm trying to move this video along. But I have gotten the Daily Bugle set. It's right in front of me. I made a few slight modifications, such as adding, taking out the Miles Morales figure and adding the more like the comic accurate Miles Morales, as well as taking out the classic Spider-Man and putting in the MCU Spider-Man, as well as adding Vulture from Spider-Man PS4, as well as Scorpion from the PS4, my own custom figure. I also gave Sandman his hammer that he likes to use, and like almost every time you see him in Lego, he always has a big giant sand hammer, so he's using that against Daredevil. And I'm gonna just show you what I'm talking about, and then I'm gonna end that video in this video right there. So there's the hammer, there's the Miles Morales, there's the Spider-Man, there's Vulture, he's up there facing off against Scarlet Spider. I did add in Scarlet Spider and the Boogie, so it's not actually included in there, as well as Scorpion right here. Yeah, Scorpion right here facing off against Spider-Ham. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, as well as I gave Mysterio a nice little laser beam to use against Ghost Spider, as it has on the box, but I'm still going to call her Spider-Gwen because that is how I know her in the first place. So yeah, So basically, with all of that said, I'm like throwing this camera around with the tripod. It's not cooperating. There we go. So with all of that said, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. There's no set review coming for the Daily Bugle, as there's too much to unpack. With all of that said, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. My throat hurts. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. All right, bye bye.